Hi everybody, and welcome to my channel, Oracle of the Crows, Hypnocrow. My name is Melody, for those of you who are new to my channel. Welcome. Come in and sit down a spell, because Melody has a story to tell you about this week's energy. This video is for the star sign of Leo, Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Ascending, Leo North Node, Leo South Node, or Leo Venus in Leo. Okay, these messages will resonate with you. If they don't, that's okay. Just go to one of the other star sign and one of the placements that I mentioned. Those messages may resonate better with you. So Leo, this week of September 25th through October 10th, we, for the month of September, have a rune theme happening. We started out the first week of September with a rune reading, and then all through the month of September we did a daily rune pull. So to finalize this theme for the month of September, we are doing a weekly with runes again to complete this theme. So for this week, we are I have a mixed set of runes in there, a mixed set of crystals. It's a set of runes, but they're just mixed crystals. If I pull one and you know what the crystal is, leave a comment in the comment section below about the crystal, the type of crystal, the properties, anything that you know. Leave it in the message below, because I am always up to learning something new, because I don't know everything. And plus it'll help out the collective as well. So please do so. Alright, Leo. So before you see pick a card 1, 2, and 3 with a Moonology card and a postcard from Spirit behind it. The timestamps for these will be in the description box below the video after I get done pulling your weekly energy. Okay, so keep that into consideration. We are the beginning of the week. When I post these videos, we will already be in the new moon energy, so that's why I'm using the Moonology cards, just to let you know, in case you guys didn't know. Alright, Leo, so let's go ahead and get started. So the first rune, Leo, that I'm going to pull represents last week's energy. So let's go ahead and pull that rune for last week's energy. And we have, this is your first rune. This rune is called Quano. Quanes. It's K-A-U-N-O, I think is how it's spelled. And this is the Rune of Fire, right? So we're talking about Leo, a fire sign. But it's inverted. So there is a big change that happened to you last week, where there could have been some sort of a love relationship or a friendship that had to end. And I feel like the reason why it had to end is because something needed to change in your life. And I feel like this person may not have been willing to change. So we are starting off with the fire, which, Leo, you are a fire sign, right? So beautiful energy to start off with. So, you know, you could, for this change to happen, you have to put an ending to either this love relationship or a friendship, so that you can put an ending to some sort of a darkness that's in your life. All right, and that's what last week's energy was about, is seeing that, right? Seeing what needs to change. You need to let either a particular love interest or a friendship go, because maybe there just wasn't enough passion between you two. And I'm not talking about passion as in sexual passion. I'm talking about passion as in the friendship. You know, you two may not have been on the same page, regardless if it's love, friendship, whatever kind of ship it is. That's what I see. So this next rune represents how you're coming into this week. What is the energy that Leo is coming into this week with? Okay. So, if you look, these two runes are very similar. Okay. Let me show you what I mean here. Right? Look at that. See how similar they are? The only difference is this one has another bracket. So again, you and another person may not be on the same page. Okay? Therefore, Leo, you have to turn your back to the situation. Okay? I love how the symbols are so much alike. Alright? So, how you are coming into this week is you are trusting that this friendship or love relationship has had its own cycle, and that it's time to complete it. So you are also inviting yourself to stay optimistic about this friendship that needs to end, and why it needs to end, because this ship completed its cycle. It's done. It's over with, right? And I feel like you're seeing the signs of that, especially with these two being so close in the symbol. So the second rune is called Jera. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not exactly sure. But you are staying optimistic, right? You are staying optimistic, and you are trusting that the relationship, this ship it's done, it's completed its cycle, it's served its purpose, so to speak. Whether it's love, family, friendship, it is completed. It is done. It's time to cycle it out. And that's how you're looking at it, from a more optimistic view, which is very beautiful. All right, Leo. So you know that this has completed. It has completed for a reason. And you're understanding that. And that's why I feel like you're igniting that passion within you to allow yourself to burn this bridge, is what I see here, Leo. So the next rune represents the rest of the week. Okay, this is, to me, the Judgment card. It's 2 tens, 2 Roman numeral 10s. So to me, it's like the Judgment card. And it's actually called Ingus, right? So the rest of the week, you're in a good mood, right? I see your mood is good. You're staying optimistic. You're trusting that this ship that you've been riding in has come to a completion. It's time to get off of it. The cycle has ended. You're staying optimistic. You're staying in a positive mood. You know that it's time to let it go. It is time, because you understand that for something new to come in more alignment for what you want, you need to make room for it, is what I feel. And that is such a good energy. So you're allowing your inner fire, Leo, to purify your emotions, to purify your thoughts about the situation. And you know, right? You know that letting go of this old ship prepares you for something new. So you are staying optimistic. You're staying in a good mood. And that is so beautiful. Okay? And it reminds me of the Judgment card. And that's exactly what the Judgment tells you. You know, the Judgment tells you that sometimes they bring things back from things that have ended to show you something, right? So I feel like you have paid your dues with this relationship. That's why the cycle has completed. You have paid your dues, and therefore you're understanding that in order for something new to come in that is more in alignment with your heart, your passion, the fire in your soul, you have to make room for that. And the only way to make room is to purify and get rid of what no longer serves you. Okay? So the next rune that I pull is going to reveal the heart of the problem this week. And we have, okay, well, there's definitely a masculine energy. So the heart of the problem could definitely be love with another person. Specifically somebody who stands a lot in their masculine energy. Okay, so the heart of the problem is, for you Leo, is hurry and perfection does not match. So you're really not in a hurry to perfect yourself. You're not in a hurry to try to perfect this relationship because you know that this relationship has ran its course. It's time to release it. And I feel like it definitely has something to do with love right here. So the heart of the problem is you don't have to compete with anybody. You don't have to compete with anybody. And you know that it's time to let this go, that there is nothing else to work out in this relationship. And you're okay with that. You're perfectly okay with that. And that is awesome. So you know that you're not perfect. You know you're not. And you're taking that to heart. You know this person isn't perfect either. You know that as well. But you also know that this person is not your perfect match. And you're seeing that. Okay? That you two are not on the same page. So the next rune I pull, this is going to be what is challenging you this week, Leo. Okay. So what is challenging you this week, Leo, is SOME1'S. So what is challenging you is to become more sensible with what you're seeing. And that is exactly what you are doing. What is challenging you is to be ready for the unexpected change that is coming into your life, is what I feel. Be ready for this unexpected change that is coming into your life. And they want you, the insight, they want you to observe your power, observe your mood, observe your passion, right? Observe what you're passionate about, observe your move. And also you're being challenged to get ready for some sort of unexpected change that is going to happen. Why is this unexpected change going to happen? Because you're not in a hurry, right? You're not rushing forward, right? You are becoming more sensible with where you want to go to. You're not in competition with anybody. That is exactly what it is. You are not in competition with anybody. You know you're not perfect, but you do know that there is a perfect match for you. You know that. So for this perfect match to come forward, you need to let go of somebody from your past or something from your past. Specifically somebody who stands in their masculine energy. Okay? So this is the outcome once you overcome this challenge. Ooh, you have naughties. So the outcome will be you're going to keep your faith and you're going to have a sense of humor which is going to keep you in a good mood and keep you positive, keep you in a positive vibration, which is going to attract something positive and unexpectedly back to you, is what I see. And you are going to bring this unexpected change into your life. That is what I see, Leo, for your weekly energies. What a beautiful message. All right. So let's get some letters from somebody that you're going to be having a conversation with this week. We have A, we have R, we have N. So somebody, I see Rand right here, right? I feel like this person, when you two first got together, I feel like they ran. And I feel like that's because that was their habit. That's what they did. Anytime they felt something, they ran. Yeah, and I feel like they were a bit of a wild child. So ran, I feel like, is an extended message. Or they could have an A, an R, or an N in their name. We have an H coming through, a P, a G. So it could be Gary, Gary, a B, an E, an I. So you can take the messages as they resonate, but I feel like this person ran because they were fearful of the emotions that they were feeling. And I feel like, again, it could be a person named Gary, G-A-R, and then you can make that a Y. I feel like they, H-A-N, there could be D. They had, they wasn't available to hand you something that perhaps you desired at the moment. So I feel like we have a B-E here. So I feel like they want you to be happy, is what I feel. I also feel, too, they want you to be prepared for the unexpected. Because I feel like this person is just going to come in out of nowhere. But I do feel with the name Gary coming through, this is that masculine energy that is challenging your heart space. Right there. This person is not perfect, and when you two may have come together the first time, you were unable to work together because maybe they had that ego problem, right? They had that ego problem. Maybe a bit arrogant, and that is something that splits you two apart. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull some more cards. Let's see what the intention is, the energy around the intention between this person or people and you, Leo. Yeah, so we have devotion, we have masculine, we have another masculine energy. Look at that ego. Woo, man, action. So I feel like, again, when you two may have been together in the past, they were more in their ego energy. And therefore, they turned their back to wanting to devote themselves to you. But I feel like now they want to come back in and perhaps apologize for running. Because why? Because they had to learn their lesson too, is what I see. Yep. A metamorphosis is happening. A metamorphosis from a wedge that perhaps they put in between you two. Definitely somebody ego, right? And I already pulled that through. Somebody was very egotistical, arrogant. Somebody stood in their masculine energy. I feel like they were very judgmental and like to put everybody down because they thought they were perfect. And they may have not thought that you were good enough for them and that maybe you were trying to rush a relationship. And they're like, nope, I'm out of here. Right? Yeah, they want to mend. They want to mend the early stages of the relationship, right? Because why? Because that bee stinger stung them in the heart space. You very well could have put an ending to this relationship as well. Maybe you ended it, Leo. You ended it at the early stages before it even had a chance to get off the ground. Because why? Because you've seen it, right? You see that this person's ego was a problem, is what I see here. So don't be angry with this person. Stay optimistic and find a sense of humor. Laugh at this person. Because guess what? You got your fire chakra here, solar plexus. You got the power. The power of the ball is in your court, Leo, is what I see. The ball is in your court to what decision you want to make. So observe that. Observe whether or not this person deserves you, is what I feel. So let's go ahead and pull. What are some signs that you're showing, Leo? What are some signs that you are showing Leo this week? Yep, time is slipping. Time is of the essence. And we have the spider coming through, dreaming, and survival. So you have been in survival mode on an emotional level. In this survival mode, these deep emotions have kept you in this illusion, right? It's kept you in this illusion. So we have the feminine or masculine coming through twice, and now we have the feminine coming through. The spider weaves things, right? Did you ever see a spider? He will weave a web one day, and the next day it will be gone, and he will be off moving to the next space to weave his web. That's you, Leo. That's the feminine energy. You have the power in your hand to reconnect this relationship, right? I feel like this person has been stuck in this emotional illusion for a while, and they have been masking it with their ego energy. So now time is of the essence. It's your decision whether or not you want to let this person come back into your life or just let it go completely. Because whatever your decision is what you're co-creating with the universe. That is what I see. So yeah, I feel like you need to shelter your emotions. I feel like you also could have had a vision, but the vision was cloudy. Alright, so there you go. That is your weekly reading. So now let's go ahead and go into the pick of crows, Leo, and pick your crow now. Alright, for those of you who chose number 1, let's go ahead and put your stackables down there and see how the moon is affecting you this week. Yeah, conclusions are within reach. Absolutely. And it's a full moon eclipse. And if you know anything about eclipses, that's when the sun and the moon align together. The sun is the fire energy. The moon is the emotions, right? So you are understanding that this has to conclude, right? The ship has sailed. It has completed its cycle. And you know, right? You just know. You can see it happening. And that's why you're staying optimistic. And that's why you're staying in such a good mood, right? Because you know the ship has come in. It has served its purpose. And now you're hopping off of it. And you're allowing the ship to get back out to sea. And conclude this with this partnership with this person. Okay, you are magic. So you have a unicorn coming through here. And this is the back of your card, Leo, if you want to stop it and read it. It says, "Dear you, Leo, there is only one you, and you have a unique place in the universe. Sometimes situations come up that challenge you to be authentic." Challenging you, right? We got the ensues that is challenging you to be authentic, right? To make that change and observe this situation that had a unique purpose in your life. And that means you have to be fully yourself and let go of being what you think others may want. And that's exactly what this person was trying to do. Conform you into something that they wanted. It was because of their own ego, right? And their ego was causing this illusion over what they thought you should be. And you're like, denied. Now is not the time to conform to other people's standards or expectations. Be proud of who you are and be courageous. And you are, Leo, very courageous, courage, lion energy. Stand tall in your convictions. Being yourself is a powerful statement and only lead to success and ultimate happiness. Don't compare yourself to others, right? You are not in competition. Right there, the heart of the problem. You do not have to compete with anybody. You are not perfect, but you know that you are not in competition with anybody. So you don't have to compare yourself to anybody. Want what you have. Choose what your heart wants, right? And that's the heart of the problem. And know that your purpose is yours alone. No one else can claim your magic nor take it away. When you place authenticity and originality high on your list of priorities and give them a prominent place in your awareness, extraordinary things happen. Your life is a beautiful one. Love you always and forever. So, conclude this. And it is within reach. Yes, it is. Absolutely. So let go of this old relationship. Let go of this old habit of thinking you have to compare yourself to other people, because you are uncomparable. You are unique. You are who you are. And if nobody likes it, tell them to kiss your ass, right? Because you don't have to compare yourself to other people or shape yourself to meet somebody else's standards, because they are too arrogant or egotistical to be true to themselves. Love you always and forever. What a beautiful message, Leo. So here is your crow, and it says, news coming soon within 72 hours. So that's 3 days. So within 3 days after you watch this video, this person is going to come back into your life and want to try to mend the relationship. Look at that throat chakra. Yes. Lapis lazuli. It was the Egyptians' favorite because they felt that it contained the soul of the gods. So throat chakra, third eye, crown, Sagittarius, and Venus. So this person could either have Sagittarius in their chart somewhere, be a Sagittarius, or they could have Venus in Sagittarius, or you could have Venus in Sagittarius. So it's key to the spiritual attainment that you are seeking. So lapis lazuli will help open up that crown chakra and help open up your throat and third eye. Because that's what it's for. The throat, the third eye, the crown. Lapis lazuli. And then we have another throat chakra coming through. And look, there's only a half a bird. Right? Mercury in retrograde jumbles my thoughts and frustrates me. Star sign of Gemini. Right? So Mercury in retrograde is bringing this person back around, and it's making them heavily think about you, right? And I feel like it's causing them to lose their head, and they're confused to why perhaps they are thinking about you again. So this person could have Gemini in their chart as well, and it's a strong Gemini, but they're realizing they lost their head with you, right? They lost their head with you. So there you go, Leah. Thank you for watching Pick the Crow 1. Alrighty, for those of you who chose crow number 2, We're going to set your little stackables down here. Huh. And the moon is telling you the energy is gaining momentum. So things are speeding up. Things are speeding up because why? Because this person really wants to mend this relationship. Because in the early stages of this relationship, this person wounded you. Why? Because their ego was in the way. And they were trying to shape and conform you to fit their standards. And it hurt you. So things are speeding up. Look at the moon, right? Things are speeding up. So it could be right after the new moon or right before the full moon, or I'm not really sure when the waxing is. I'm not exactly sure, but whenever the waxing moon happens, I feel like that's when this person is going to want to take action. That's what's going to knock them off this ego pedestal that they're on, is what I feel, because it fell off here. So they're telling you to be fearless, Leo. And this is the back of your card if you want to stop the video and read it. Dearest you, Leo, and on Earth, humans learn about life by telling stories and creating new ones based on shared experiences. Eventually, after repeating one often enough, it becomes your main story that you use to define yourself in the world. So to get the answers you seek, you must get vulnerable and hear your story when you tell it. Ask, why do you tell it? Is it really true? What else can be true? Can you see the truth that spirit is in all things? Do you see how other stories overlap and intertwine? Spirit loves stories, for they are like blueprints for co-creation. So tell the one we know to be true about you. A story of courage, Leo the Lion, gratitude, and honesty. Tell an empowered story about well-being, wisdom, grace. You will experience your world according to the story you tell about it. So make sure they're stories you're proud of. Genuine, loving fan club. So they want you to tell a different story. When it's more authentic, where you're co-creating with the universe. Put a lot of healing in your life. So the energy is definitely speeding up for you, Leo. So this is your crow number 2. And it says divine protection, because something better. So you need to say no to this person and protect your energy. And I tell a different story about your life and how you created it. So the answer is no, because the divine is protecting you, because there's something better that they got aligned for you. So we have a third eye, and it's a did you know, right? Did you know that crows remember your face, whether you did them good or bad? They know. And a family of crows is called a murder, in case you guys didn't know that. See the crow peeking in? Hello, Leo. My ego makes me overconfident. How do I open myself to inner light? So more ego energy coming through here. So somebody is overconfident. They're very egotistical, and because of that, it blocks their light. So, and I feel like that makes you remember that. You think about that, and you remember how when you guys perhaps came face to face and had this huge blowout, you remember that, how that ego person was overconfident. So third eye energy coming through there. You could be getting some sort of a download, Leo, 10-11-0110 this week. See how you're sitting on that branch, right? Your feet are touching the branch, but looks like you're ready to fly, right? And that's exactly the energy here. It says, yes, when the fall season cycles around. Yep. So whatever your question is, right? And remember, everything has a cycle, right? Right here, each has its own cycle. So I feel like you're going to complete this cycle with this person and their ego energy when the fall season comes. And guess what? We are currently in the fall season when I post this video. The autumnal equinox had already taken place. So therefore, you're ready. You're going to be ready to fly. And I feel like you're getting profound downloads within your root chakra that is making you feel safe enough to complete this cycle. That's what I feel. And then we have another root chakra coming through. Root, base, and earth. Go hug a tree to connect with nature in this chakra. So they want you to go out and hug a tree. Ruby, hematite, garnet, shungite. Remember I said about the dark stones, right? And protecting your energy. Or drink some ginger lemon tea. I trust the power of earth and feel of my own body. So you are learning to trust your intuition. These stones will help to ground your energy. Ruby, hematite, shungite, and that's what this is. Shungite. Oh no, this is pneumite. I apologize. This is pneumite. This is shungite. Right here. This is shungite. And hug that tree. Because when you hug that tree, it's like an automatic grounding energy, but you're also hugging your ancestor as well. Okay? An ancestor who has previously lived a life, maybe somebody you didn't even meet. Alright, so there you go, Leo. Thank you for watching crow number 2. Alrighty, for those of you who chose crow number 3, let's get right to it here. Alright, so we'll put your little stackables down there. How is the moon affecting you? Expect a powerful change. Absolutely. And we already come to the conclusion that there is. They want you to expect the unexpected because a change is upon you. And this is going to be so powerful. We have a new moon energy coming through here. So there you go. And then this is your postcard from Spirit. It says, with love. So there could be something new coming towards you when it comes to love. This is the back of your card if you want to stop and read the card. It says, dearest you, Leo, as you think, so you will experience life. Thoughts are that powerful and that they need minding. Expect a powerful change. So when you change your thoughts about the situation and you stay optimistic and you keep your sense of humor instead of getting angry, guess what? There's where the change happens. Your thoughts need mending. Let the unruly, chaotic ones settle down so they serve you and get released instead of wreaking havoc. These thoughts arise when connected to the energy of fear and often masquerade as truth. Yet the real truth is that, essentially, all is well. Of course, you have thoughts that are positive, strong, organized, accepting, creative, open, and so on. Those are the ones we want you to keep thinking. They have a less frantic quality. They are stimulating in a good way and don't get away from you. How do you keep an inner eye on your thoughts? Meditate and leave judgment out of the mix. Everyone has those fearful thoughts. Love them, love yourself, and then choose the thoughts you want the world to reflect back. Life is not as hard as you think. Loving you so much. And this will bring the change that Not These is talking about, right? So you want this new life, you want this powerful change, then hold your anger and keep a sense of humor in your thoughts. Don't allow this person to trigger you. All right, so here we go. Maybe observe then choose, right? So there is a possibility, but you need to make the choice to let go of something so something new can come forward. Someone is coming towards you within 2 days, 2 weeks, or 2 months. This could be romantic in business. So you may have to make a choice between two different people here. And I feel like that's what this is telling you right here. Maybe observe then choose, right? Maybe this person is coming towards you, you could have a restart with. Or maybe you just need to let them go. Whatever you are observing, you got a choice to make. And I feel like it's between two different people. Okay? Put that up there. And one is more on the same page than the other one. One you can connect with. Somebody whom, like I said, is on the same page as you. Somebody whom like energy attracts like energy. So that's why they're telling you to shift your thoughts, more positive thoughts. Because you're going to attract the one who is perfect for you. Look at that. 333. There you go. Fire. Life force energy. So here you are, Leo, a fire chakra. 333. You could be seeing threes. Lavender and chamomile is good solar plexus medicine. Citrine, amber, yellow jasper, lemons, any lemon, yellow colored fruit or vegetable such as lemons or bananas or squash will also help to keep your energy up, to enhance that life force energy. Okay, so you're seeing 333s, and guess what this was? A 3, right? A 3. So you may have to choose between two people. All right. So there you go, Leo. Thank you for watching and have a blessed week.